like it if I said it like that, but that's what it is. I'm not into self-gratification. And I'm not into yo gratification. And whether you ever hear me or not, God put his hands on me. God ordained me. I pledge allegiance to the Lord Jesus Christ, who is the head of my life. Matter of fact, he told me to put anybody before him is not to be worthy of him. I have no problem with your call. But in search of a better word, I would learn if I would let you have a problem with mine. See, that sounds strange to a lot of people. That gets under a lot of people's skin. But I really don't. Because I am that I am by the grace of God. God put his hands on me, he been steady taking care of me. And everybody that has ever come against me to destroy me, I've not raised a hand against them, but I saw God deal with them. I saw Genesis 12 and 3, I think it is, that whoever bless you, I'm going to bless. And whoever curse you, I'm going to curse. I've seen two say, I'm going to destroy your name, and I've seen two, God said, well, I'm going to make your name great. And then God told me about different people around me. Just take camera for instance. How can his name be made great through this ministry if God don't make my name great? People that come from under T.D. Jakes' ministry said, you know, T.D. Jakes was my pastor. They said, oh, come on in, come on in. You understand what I'm saying? But when the devil try to get you to tear down who your head is, he's actually tearing your name down to be nothing. He's actually tearing, and see, people that get offended and straighten them out real quick, they understand the process. People that don't is just do boys and do girls and just need medication. Say it like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because you start telling me about my mama. I just happen to be raised at the time that we would play the dozen. In the church, anywhere, they're going to have to call the man. And years ago we used to tell them, I guarantee you won't be me called the man. Come on, somebody. I'm just saying, amen? So you know what I mean? And that just how God, he's talking to me since I got here about that. He brings things to my memory because I don't just drive on his drive, but he brings it to my memories. See what I'm saying? Because I like to make sure I ain't walking arrogantly and pride and this and that, which disconnect from God. Arrogance coming before a fall. So I definitely, if I see it coming, I'm going the other way because I know it's involved with a fall. Pride and all that is involved with a fall. I'm trying to stay away from that. It said, listen, it said, we will move on. It said, according to their deeds, accordingly, he will repay. Fury to his adversary, recompense to his enemies. To the hour that he will repay recompense. I mean, you don't have to worry about, if God is truly for you, if God is truly with you, if God truly sits, you really don't have to worry about getting into discussion with people, arguing with people, answering all kind of questions, accusations. You don't have to. A good lawyer just said, I'll take care of this here. And just tell him his name. Tell him your lawyer's name. Tell him who to call. Her name's Jesus. I don't need to give you his phone number. You know, you'll call it. You get it there. You get it there to see. I'm just saying, amen. So a lot of people don't understand why he said, tell him the name Jesus. You the FBI. I'm quite sure they got his phone number. I'm quite sure the devil know how to get in touch with him. Ahab know how to ask for forgiveness. Won't that mess him down on him? So So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy, this is going to be good for y'all young ladies, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. Now he's going to come in. The Bible says he's going to be down the street. He's going to come in. He came in before the Lord. When the sons of men come to present themselves before God, he came in. Come on, somebody. The Bible said, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord. Oh, somebody said, thank God for the Spirit.
Thank God for the Spirit.
Oh, yeah, God is getting me ready before he must come. Oh, it's so good to be able to communicate with God. Though I know not what to ask, the Holy Ghost knows exactly what to say. Oh, I thank God today. Just let him flow. He knows what he's doing. Huh? I thank God. Look at what he said. He said, the Spirit of God shall what? Lift up a standard against him. In other words, if he come in one way, I guarantee you God will call him to flee 7 ways. Don't worry about it. See, all of that is to get you up from the bottom of the ship sleep. All that is just to stir your peace. See, because he's the Prince of Peace. So he gives us his beloved sleep. Sharing our heritage of the Lord. I'm his inheritance, and he's my great reward. He's my shield. He's my breastplate. David said, he has become my salvation. The helmet on my head. Because the enemy wars, he come at me with cell phones. He come at me with Facebook and ebook, and he come at me with Instagram and this to this and that to that. And he's always coming. There's no place of peace in the church house. There's no way of separating at the dinner table, at the TV program. There's no way of disconnecting from him because he's seeking to get in. See, he's got to put. Come on, can I just say this here? He's got to put the seal of the beast on your right hand. He's got to put the seal of the beast in your forehead. But many of y'all don't understand that you already have the seal in your hand, and he's working to put the glue in your head so that while you in church, you still under his control on the phone. He's sealed your forehead. He's taken over your mannerism. He's taken over your thought pattern. He's become more dominant. He's become the treasure so that your heart cannot disconnect from him. Oh, I'm preaching. Teaching do better than they shall. He's already there. He's already there. They call it cooking the frog. And he just turning the temperature up just a little bit at a time. First his MySpace, then his Facebook, and then his Instagram, and then his... And he's seeking for you to log in. When you log in on that, he want to log into you. He tear up more home with logging in. He destroy more families with logging in. He'll get you all beat up, busted up, logging in. He'll call you to set things and they'll be looking for you because you logged in. He'll have you videoing your crime while you logged in. I'm just saying. The Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Thank God for the helmet of salvation. Thank God for the Spirit of the Lord raising up a standard. Thank God for God, the Spirit of God coming to my defense. Thank God for me not. I'm on the camera videoing And I can't stay out the phone. And my grades can't get no better because of the phone. How many of y'all know when you take a phone, the grades come up? Then you logged in. Till you log in their buddy phone. Let me check my page. Come on, somebody. Look at what he said. Now here's when it gets deep. And it's going to scare you. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion. The Redeemer, my God. And unto them that turn from their transgressions in Jacob, saith the Lord. Turn from their transgressions in Jacob. Now he's not talking about Israel yet. He's still in Jacob. Turn from their transgressions in Jacob. Now here's what y'all mothers and y'all concerned fathers and your family members ought to be concerned with, because you ain't been seeing this, but it's gonna open you up today. And as for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord. My spirit that is upon thee, and my word. What is the covenant of the Lord? I'm glad you said Hebrews 8 and 10. Hebrews 8 and 10 says it like this. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of what? Israel. After those days, saith the Lord, I will put my law into their mind. Well, thank God for the helmet, because the law has got to be that helmet, because I put my spiritual law. I raise up a standard. Saith the Lord, I put my law in their mind and write them in their heart. Out of your mouth is not what comes out of, goes into your mouth that defiles you. It's what comes out of your mouth, and it comes from your heart, and I will come into your heart and put my law in there, so you won't be jumping up. You know, this stuff is just killing me. Are you really trying to die like that? Do you not know that the devil is using your mouth to kill you? Do you not know if you bless the God, you're the one sowing life? You just gave life to that disease. Oh, my head. You just gave life to you. Pastor, I'm fighting against this pain. I'll be there in a minute. Because I ain't going to look at it. If I'm fighting, see if this pain got you, I'll see you next week. If you fight against this pain, when you get there, I'll have some help for you. Come on, somebody. See, because you got to give it to God. But I'll do it at my house. I prefer God. It is clean by His Spirit. Jesus did throw them out of His house. They still right and right. Come on, somebody. See what he said? He said, I will put my law into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a what? People. Now let's talk about Isaiah chapter 59 and 21 and get out of here. Is that all right? Now, because here's what you need, young ladies. Here's what you need, family. Here's what you need, body of Christ. So God said He gonna bless who bless you and curse who curse you. Look what God is doing here, Abraham children. Look at what God is doing. He said, as for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord. My spirit that is upon thee, and my word which I have put in thy mouth. It's coming out your mouth, and it's coming from your what? Heart. Come on, somebody. My word that is in thy mouth shall not depart out of thy mouth. Oh, thank God. Look here. I got a word, but you ain't heard it yet. You ain't heard it yet. What y'all, ain't nobody shouting, ain't nobody praising God. Ain't nobody, let me tell you what He said. Out of thy mouth, look here, I will put my word put in thy mouth. My word, which I have put in thy mouth, shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, said the Lord. He said the devil ain't just trying to get you. He said when the devil can't handle you, he has to deter it. And he has to deter and deter it. He said, but I done lifted up a standard in your life. He said, you just don't realize who you ride with. He said, I didn't come to do a hand job. He done that for ahead of you. He said, you hold your position, stay in the house. It ain't just about you. I see people's mamas get blessed because they stayed in the house. Sisters get their brother, and then the mamas and the sisters dislike you. They're not disliking you. They're mad about that spirit that you have, that standard that God has lifted up, that's bruising the head of that devil, because the thing is we're to bruise his head. See, you have, the way the devil done hit you running up and down the street, knocking you down, the stuff that you was doing, you don't get no thrill out of watching him beat up the devil. Now you so powerful in the Spirit of God that the Spirit of God in you is beating up the demon that's bothering with your mama, your children. You ought to be able to shout when God, y'all don't want to call to me. You ought to be able to dance for the Lord. I mean, I don't care nothing about it rising up against me. My son, my daughter, you know what they said to me? Yeah, but it wasn't nothing to deal with that spirit that get his head bruised, trying to get them up around you. Come on, somebody. Try to get you, I kind of get them up around you, anointing. And just so happened that I got somebody that got the word in their mouth, that God has supplied my need, because I needed to hear that right there. See, everything was falling apart, but that was a word. And that word had life in it. Somehow when somebody told me everything was going to be all right, then everything just seemed to turn around. Looks like God is just holding up the word that comes out the prophet's mouth. I better try to talk to the prophet. You know, some people talk to the prophet everything, because I want my life to be, if I want this light to shine. Ain't talking about no temporary demon. Ain't talking about that out the lips. See what I'm saying? You cannot do what God said do if it's not in your heart. And the reason God give it to you to do is for you to see it's not in your heart. He already knows. So what you expect God to do, God is sitting back saying, it ain't in your heart. It ain't in your heart. See, a jitterbug called me and asked me, could they do God's house? And I said, yeah. But I'm going to do it with you. But God told me, he said, I don't want you doing nothing. I'm going to show you how obedience works with God. I used to work on jobs. And when the people saw I worked real good, they would put me in the office. They didn't want me to work no more. Because they knew if somebody didn't show up, they had a ram in the bush. See, God will have you set aside as a ram in the bush. And sometimes your enemies will think that if they don't do it, you won't be able to do it because of God's word. Come on, somebody. Huh? Brother Fred, if God give you, if God said, I want you over the men's, I want you to usher over this and that, God has given you an avenue to be a favor with him. I ain't talking about just making money on a job. I'm talking about to be a favor with him. But when you've been given something by God and you don't do anything with it, it does not multiply. It does not increase. See, according to, I don't want myself, but according to John chapter 15, it said, as long as you connected to the vine, you'll bring forth fruit. But when you disconnect, it doesn't say when you stop going to church. It said when your heart is not with God. He said wherever your heart is, that's where your treasure is. That's God's word. So the God that give you this to give you that. See, we run the mission of hope, right? If I give you the mission of hope, I was like, Archbishop, he's real good when you talk about this. Somebody I can agree with. He said, Pastor, I give a joke to a ministry. And the ministry died. It didn't produce nothing. So my thing with all the bishops and everybody else that's connected is they don't need to be ordained in nothing, and neither one of y'all need to move on that. Because they've already proved that whatever was given to them by God, it just dies. And if it dies, it's because the heart is not in it. It dies because God, the zeal of God, is not there. It dies because I don't love God. So you get up and get on your knees and get out there because of the zeal of God. Refuse to let God die. We ain't gonna do that. See what I'm saying? So when God gives you a nickel, he wants to see what you're going to do with it. You say, well, God, let me show you something. God reached down and picked up the dust. Nothing. Trash. Formed it and made a man out of it. And then because it's God, you can interpret it, according to how you interpret it. He either breathed the breath of life in it, or he said, live. He spoke over it. My own mama, she used to sit up when we had the bike church back there. She asked me, she said, son, so can I sit up back there and sell fish? I said, Mama, they selling fish all over. Ain't nobody. And I don't have the time. She said, I didn't ask you that. She said, can I sell fish back there? I said, yeah. But I ain't sitting here watching you all day burning away a day. I gotta go. So I just moved through this. She said, I can sell fish. I said, okay. Remember, wife come back, it looked like Zombieville down. They were walking down the street like this here. People coming from everywhere. She had a little cold pot in the fish. And later on, my mama told me, she said, this is a word that I speak over everything. And nothing around me died. I said, oh my God. She didn't tell it to me like that. She told me the word. She told me what she did. You understand what I'm saying? The word of God and nothing never fails. The word of God is life. It has life in it. The word itself is God. In the beginning was the word. God held up every word that came out of Samuel. I'm always around people who say, brother, you do this for me, you do this, you do this. Besides Starks, Brother Trey. As long as I've been living in 1905, as long as I've been living in 87, 87, 35, Tangerine Place. Brother Starks, he'll come and bring a team to cut my yard. Tayana have never failed to cut the grass there. I'm on the computer the other day trying to get you them. Granddad, the lawnmower don't work. She want to cut the yard. Cameron will come over, and not only that, I was in an accident back in 87, 81. I don't complain about it. My wife killed me. I pray hard because of her. Because actually all of my discs are shot here and here. And it pains me beyond conversation, imagination, to have to get down, stoop down and get my shoes to put on. So I normally leave my shoes right where I can step into them, get out of bed. But every single day she put them under the bed. It's like Satan is working through her because they call it a degenerate disc disease. And they said one day you won't be able to move. You understand? That's what they say. And so it's just a continuous always. And I look at the Lord and say, you gotta get on your knees to get your shoes. I'm saying, well, is this somebody that loves me? That I mean, like, when I put for the last few years or whatever, my disc and my back are so like, you ever see me move my leg like that, I wouldn't be able to walk without doing that. And I gotta get down on the floor to get my shoes on. Doesn't really make sense. But it happens each and every day. Cameron, he'll come over with children, grandchildren, everybody else there, and pick up bags of fertilizer, 50 or 100-pound bags, and dump them where I need them dumped there, just because he loves pasture. See what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? This is what they'll do for me. But then those around me expect for me to do for them. You did a blind thing for me. Not one thing. Not one single thing. You understand what I'm saying? But somebody else call me on the phone. So I'll come and do this here. Now I'll do that there. Not that I think you're an old fella, but I know I'm young enough to get it done. You understand what I'm saying? Them tree limbs over there was going to knock. You can use Paul and several of them. Come on, man. It's called from the heart. It's called from the heart. It's called from the heart. God does things from the heart. You think I said, well, Campbell, my back hurts so bad. No. I don't roll like that. You think I say I can't hardly get my shoes there? If I done told you that 1 or 2 times, I ain't fooling with it no more. I come to praise God. I ain't come to lift up the devil. By the stripes of the Lord in my heel. Get me up each and every morning and get me where I need to get to. You understand what I'm saying? So that just, you understand what I'm saying? That just, to me, that just love. You understand what I'm saying? Now my mother, when she was getting older, I know she was getting older. I know that you didn't have to tell me she was getting older. I knew she couldn't get around. I knew I had ministry to do. I knew my wife was, I'd send her anyway. Let her get on her nerve. But take her. And she'd do that. My wife with a big head, all that old craziness. But she'd go and take her and listen to her. But guess what? Out of everybody I know, my wife was the only one that my mother ever came to the house where I lived and sat down and taught my wife how to cook potato pie her way. To me, that was an acknowledgement because my mother didn't acknowledge. She didn't have to, but she had a bunch of big shot friends that just looked out for her. White folks would do more for her, she knew, than some of us. See what I'm saying? There's a zeal that you have from God. There's a cloak, there's a cloak that we wear. There's a seal that you have from God. When somebody's got to inquire to you to do this for God and do that for God, it's because your heart is not with God. This Bible here teaches me that wherever your heart, wherever your treasure is, that's where your heart is. You have a love other than God. And when you have a love other than God, he won't do this for me, do this for me, do this for me. He won't. But you didn't call me and tell me, oh, that sounds real good. Who called who about this stuff out there? You understand what I'm saying? But Elijah knew that he asked Elijah for a double portion. He said, that's hard. He said, but if you see me, he said, if you keep your eyes on me, huh? And he said, stay in. Never was. He said, before you ask, I already got my eyes on you, and I ain't taking my eyes up on you. Huh? Come on, somebody. Amen. And I thank the Lord for what he's already done. I thank the Lord for what he's doing. Bishop Bonner up there with that big church got a chance to meet the guy that was going to take over for him. You know, many of them didn't like him. You know why? Because he kept his eyes on Bishop Bonner. Tied his shoes. If he needed anything, he was right there. And he was not doing it to receive anything. See, God knows when you do things just to receive anything. And that's where the test comes in at. Because it'll cut real deep. And when it cut real deep, I heard T.D. said cut real deep. I've been cut, it'll cut real deep. You see where your heart is. See what kind of blood is in your heart. Somebody say praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Somebody say praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Somebody tell 3 people, say it's not about you.
It's not about you.
It's about your seed.
It's about your seed.
And it's about your seed.
It's about your seed.
Abraham's seed is blessed. And the seed is Christ. He that's within us is greater than he that's in this world. Either let the world seed or God's seed be your guide. Choose today who you going to serve. Go ahead and give God a praise. Go ahead and give your praise. Amen. And Tayana, that always want to do for her granddaddy, God is about to bless her to blow her mind. And walk tall in your blessing. Don't care who don't like it. What have you done for me lately? Come on, somebody. Let us stand.